And my 9-year-old son, Evan, and I have been members here for about 7 years. I serve on the Board of Christian Education and most recently the Next Gen Task Force. When Steve asked me to speak, I said yes because I made a promise to myself 10 years ago that if I'm ever asked to be of service, and I can, I say yes, even if it's uncomfortable. The next thought that went through my mind was, who, me? I remember the last time Steve spoke about giving, he asked us to stretch ourselves. And as a full-time single mom, I did that. But my next thought was, I'm sure I didn't give as much as many other people in the church did. But when I sat with those thoughts and meditated on why I give, I understood that little is much when God is in it. Some years ago, I started going out and looking at other churches because I had concerns. While our kids' programs were full of love and ideas and service from Scott and Leslie and everybody who was involved, they struggled because we simply weren't being given the time and support and money that we needed to make it thrive, and it was frustrating. I thought seriously about leaving, but God placed on my heart the deep knowing that I should stay. Soon after that, Steve arrived. And for the first time we sat down, he told me that he thought that children were the heart of the church, and I knew something big was coming, and it has. I want to thank the church from the bottom of my heart for everyone who believed and improved the Next Gen Kids program. It's bold, and we're going to need our whole church to show up for this. But I don't believe in other people's children. I believe that they're all of our children, and I can't wait to see what God does here. Maybe my dollars went to that. I've also heard there's new ways of being of service that are coming. There's a lot going on in our church right now. The other night in small group, Steve said he had been praying for God to blow a fresh wind into our church, and I see that happening. When I think about what's important to me in my life, it's God, being of service, growing my spirit, community, and raising my son to go towards the light and to be a good human. And it's all here. And we get to do it with this music in this beautiful place. I think we're so blessed. So for me, it only makes sense to give.